Noisy scene people, it's your girl Nell. Welcome back to my channel, Nell's Island. If this is your first time, hey, you're now an islander. So today on my channel, what I'm going to do is give you the part 2 of my birth and delivery story, because I wasn't able to record in the labor room because that's just the policy here in Trinidad. They can't carry in phones and cameras and all these things. So I'm going to give you a rundown on what actually happened. If you want to know what really happened and you want the full rundown of how long it took for baby Pancake to get here, the experience I had, then stick around. Before we get into the video, let me give you the time to click that big red word that says subscribe down to the bottom of your screen, and let's become family now. And also don't forget, click the notification bell so you can get notified every time I post a video. Let's get into the video. Well, it's been almost 6 weeks since I had baby Pancake. Yes, I know, I took forever and a day to make this video. Oh, and part 1 of this video, I took like an entire month after I had baby Pancake before I edited it or posted it on YouTube, and I'm really sorry, but this one will be posted within due time. Anyway, as I was saying, so you all saw that I was at home, I started to get contractions and all of those things. Tried calling my brother for over 20 minutes, did not answer. It turns out that his phone died, and it still kind of sounded like it was ringing to us, but in reality his phone died, so he didn't even know that I was calling him, unfortunately. So we had to get a taxi. So this is where everything started going wherever. So we got the taxi, guy came, picked us up and left for the hospital. Normally you go over the Lady Young because it's like so much faster. No, this dude decided to go through Belmont. Why? I don't even know, taking every single turn and corner and nook and cranny you could find. Either way, so I'm there in the car getting contractions, still talking to them because it wasn't that bad. And then we get to the hospital. So when we get to the hospital, obviously Bran and Sakura could not come with me. It's not like that here in Trinidad. Children are not allowed on wards, they're not allowed in hospital rooms unless it's a children's hospital and the child is sick. Other than that, children are not allowed on a ward or in a hospital room. So we get there. Obviously Bran and Sakura had to be taken to my mother's house. So I went in and saw the midwife, try to get admitted or whatever, and she checked me. When she checked me, I was 4 centimeters dilated. So she asked me, do your kids usually move fast or slow? And seeing that I already had 2 kids, I guess I knew that I wasn't going to take forever for my kids to move down to 10 centimeters. So I told her, no, it doesn't take a long time. I usually get done really quickly. So she was like, okay, I'll give you the enema, you take a shower and we'll check you again. Well, remember I was at 4 centimeters. So by the time I go to the washroom, took a shower and came out, the midwife was like, okay, so you take out whatever you want your baby to wear, whatever you want to wear after labor, and you put it in the cot. The cot is actually the little crib like thing that they put your baby in when you have a baby. So she told me to put all the stuff in there. So I did, and we proceeded to go into the labor room, where she was like, okay, let's check you now, see how far along you are so we'll know what we're doing. So got into the labor room, still having contractions obviously, and they put me on the bed, strapped me up to the monitors and all of these things, and checked me. And when they checked me, I was 6 centimeters dilated within like 20 minutes. I was 6 centimeters dilated, and she decided to call another midwife so that they could, I guess, break my water, because by that time it hadn't broken yet. So she called another midwife, and the midwife attempted to break my water, which it was excruciating pain, and I was like, why is she doing this? Why? Because it hurt so bad, and she didn't even pop my water. The doctor came in and she was like, oh, well, let me try. So she was like, okay, let me try. She took the white stick thing that's about this long, and she did actually break my water. And as soon as she broke my water, the midwife was like, okay, so you're gonna get a lot more pain from here on out. I was like, okay, I can take it. Wrong. I couldn't take it. So anyway, as soon as my water was broken, I got the most intense pain of my life. I mean, I had children before and I expected that pain, but believe me, every single time you have it, it is so intense. It's like, really, this is what it was like before? Like, ow. So I got like 2 pains and I felt like I wanted to push. And the midwife was like, no, you can't push, you're not ready yet, you're only at 6 centimeters. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, I need to push. So I opened my legs, because at that point I was laying on my side. So I turned over and I opened my legs. And the minute I opened my legs, the doctor saw that baby Pancake was already crowning, or whatever you want to call it. She was already coming out. So she was like, okay, you need to push. We need to get you ready to push and everything. And I was like, amen, in my mind. So I asked the doctor, I was like, tell me when I can push. She was like, whenever you get your next contraction, just push. I was like, great. So I was laying there, and before you knew it, boom, I got my next contraction. And the doctor was like, you can push now. So I pushed, and believe me, this was the fastest birth of my life, because within one push her head came out. I had to stop because obviously they would feel around for the cord, just to make sure that the cord was not wrapped around the baby's neck, which it was, but no harm, no foul, nothing happened. They got it off from around baby Pancake's neck, and then they told me to push again, and with another push I pushed her all the way out. I literally felt her come out, and I was like, oh my God, thank God, amen, amen. And they put her on me, you know, so you get that bonding time, that skin to skin thing. Yes, so they put her on me for a little while. I knew she was covered in white stuff, that gross white stuff whenever you have a baby. Yeah, she was covered in that. So she didn't cry much then, but then obviously eventually they had to take her away to go clean her off and, you know, put on her clothes and weigh her and check her for all these kinds of stuff, right? So they take her and they carry her across to where they usually weigh and measure and all that babies. And this child screamed her life up. She bawled, she bawled, she bawled. She cried the entire time they were taking care of her. She was not having it. She was like, no, I don't know you people, don't touch me, don't come near me, I'm screaming. So she screamed the entire time, and I like, why this child screaming like this? Like, even a midwife was like, but this child have some lungs on her, how is she screaming so? And I'm like, they born, you're not born, like, how you have all that mouth. But eventually they brought her back to me, and when they brought her back, believe me, I felt like I was on adrenaline, because I did not feel tired, I did not feel worn out, I didn't feel anything. I was just on a high. I felt like I had all the energy in the world, like I could just get up and walk and just go home. Obviously that's not the case. So the midwife was like, no, you need to lay down, because I wanted to get up already. I was just tired of laying on that bed. They already took care of me. I didn't need any stitches or anything, so I was just like, I just want to get up. I need to just walk. But the midwife advised me not to, which I guess is probably good, because I guess your body is super tired when you have a baby, obviously, and they want to make sure that nothing goes wrong, because they say a lot of people pass out, and you know, I don't need that to happen. So eventually they brought baby Pancake to me, and when they brought her to me, I was like, oh my God, she's so gorgeous. I mean, I saw her when she first came out, but like, you know, she's all in her baby clothes, and I think baby clothes is so adorable. You have no idea. I really do think that baby clothes is the most adorable thing you could ever find anywhere. So they gave her to me, and they brought her in the cot actually, and she was just laying there all quiet, but she was not asleep. And the midwife asked me, do you want to breastfeed? I was like, of course I do. Like, who doesn't want to breastfeed their child? But I really wanted to, because I already planned since before I had her that I was going to breastfeed, for as long as I possibly could. No formulas or anything like that. I really had that planned out. That was part of my so-called birth plan, to make sure that I breastfeed. So when she asked me if I wanted to breastfeed baby Pancake, I was like, yes, of course. And she was like, really? You do? Like, it was an astonishing thing that I wanted to breastfeed her. But I did. And as soon as I put her, she latched on immediately. There was no difficulty. I didn't need any help. She didn't need any help. She knew what to do. I knew what to do. That was it. So that was it. So I had baby Pancake on the 23rd of February at 7:50 p.m. nighttime in Port of Spain General Hospital. So yeah, it's a girl. If you haven't already noticed, I've been saying she the entire time. So I guess if you haven't noticed by now you know. It's a girl. So I guess now all that's left to do is show you baby Pancake and we'll call it a video. Here is baby Pancake. She's almost 6 weeks old. She eats pretty well. She doesn't quite sleep through the night yet, but we're getting there. She has a bit of jaundice. We went to the hospital yesterday and they said that it's not high levels that she needs to be put under a light or anything like that, so that's great. She hasn't had any other issues so far. Head full of hair, and yeah, this is her. She's squinching her eyes because of the lights. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, love. So this is baby Pancake. Yes, and her name, yes, I know I haven't told you her name yet, but her name is Shayara. Yes, Shayara. So that's her name. Her name is Shayara. Yeah. Say hi to everyone. Shay. Say hi, Shay. Hi. Yeah. Say hi. Okay, she's not having it because she just woke up, so she's probably going to want to eat now. So thanks for watching, guys. That was my labor and delivery story part 2 and Shayara's name reveal. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on the island. Bye bye.